Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Morgan here, and today I'm just going to be doing a little garden vlog and take you around what I'm doing in my garden. I feel like someone just shot off a firework and it's like 1 p.m. So I don't know if you can hear that, but anyways, sorry about any background noise. I think it's actually a construction zone that's making that noise. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but also the cicadas are super loud, so there's nothing I can do about that. So I apologize. I hope it's not too distracting, but I'm just gonna do a couple things in the garden today. I have about an hour and a half before I have to go pick my little one up from day camp, so it's a very rare opportunity that I don't have something else to be doing when he's not at home. So I'm gonna work in the garden, take this opportunity to get a few things done and get things ready for fall. So the first thing we're gonna be doing is sowing some seeds. And so some of you had asked me how my seedlings are doing that I started when I made my seed starting video, like midsummer seed starting video. So I will show you the progress on some of those and just show you what's going on there. But I heard from Kevin at Epic Gardening to always keep sowing seeds, and that has changed the game with my gardening, because I kind of thought that, you know, you plant seeds once at the beginning of the season and then that's it, you're done. But you have to keep going, you have to keep sowing, especially in hotter climates like mine. I'm in zone 8B and I think he's in like zone 9 or 10, so those cicadas. Anyways, so I just continually sow seeds throughout the year. I would say every couple weeks I'm popping seeds in. So I did have a little bit of a lag with how hot it's been, so I didn't sow anything for a while. But once these seeds that I'm planting now go in the garden, it's gonna be September. So it's gonna be the perfect time to have all of these going in. So I'm gonna plant some flowers. I've got 3 different kinds of cosmos. And I actually already sowed some of these seeds in my garden and they're doing really well. They're, you know, yay big. So I saw some blooming the other day at a coffee shop in their front garden bed, and I was like, oh cool. So, and I had just sown them, so I was like, oh, I guess they can survive this heat that we're going through right now. So I'm gonna sow some of those. Let me just do that. I have this set up on my worm composting bin because I didn't want to get my table all dirty. I actually sowed most of these Diablo ones already, but I'm just gonna do the rest of them in here. And actually, I'm just using these reused little 8 pod trays here that my dad gave me from some flowers he bought or something, and I put 1 seed in each thing because I've had really good germination lately. So, and if something doesn't pop up in like, you know, a week, I don't want to waste the seed mix, so I'll just pop in another one. And yeah, I'm not gonna label these because they're mostly flowers, so I'm just gonna put them randomly throughout the garden. So I don't really care if they're labeled, and I'm lazy. So these are pink ones, seashell blend, and I don't know. Cosmo is actually my birth month flower, which is October. So I thought it would be really nice to have a lot of these blooming in October. So I'm thinking ahead. I know us gardeners, we have to think ahead. It's hard for me because I'm like I'm a get it done in that day kind of girl. So I'm doing I did 7 of the pink ones. I did 4 of the orange ones just because that's all I had left. And then Xanos, yellow ones. I think these have one of those silly little extra packs in them. I don't understand that. But I actually have a tattoo on my arm with Cosmos in it. I recently got. And I got my birth month flower, my husband's, and my son's in like a little bouquet. I'm actually putting a couple seeds in each of these. So I said I only do one, but here I am doing like 2 in each. Okay. So there's the cosmos. I'm very excited about those. My next flower I'm gonna do is some calendula. And I have tried to grow these like 5 times. And my dad gave me seeds from his calendula. Those didn't grow. And I tried these in the fall, in the spring. I tried them again in the summer. So, but I've only direct sowed them. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna baby them, put them under my grow light, and baby these babies. And hopefully I will get some. Cause I would love to like make a salve or something with the calendula, because it's got some really great healing properties for sore muscles and things like that. So I would love to grow some and harvest it for that. There we go. Yeah. I think I used all of them. Yeah, I just used the whole packet. I'm gonna do some mountain balm. I'm actually gonna just tell you what I'm gonna do, and then I will switch to just doing something else because my neighbor's air conditioner just turned on. I turned mine off so it wouldn't make the noise, but I can't control what my neighbor does. So I'm gonna do this balm, and I grew this in spring. It's really pretty. It got really big, but then it got hot and it died. And then I'm gonna do some more straw flowers, which I love these. These are like my favorite. And then I'm gonna do these black pansies. They're like gothic pansies. I'm like, oh my god, it's so cute. So yeah, so I'm gonna sow these. I have 3 more trays, so I'll just do 1 tray of each of these, and then I will just take you and do some other garden tasks. All right, so we are inside, and I'm going to show you all what I have started inside and what's doing well. So the first thing I'm going to show you are these tomatoes. These are like a large cherry variety. I'm not going to try to pronounce the name, but I'll put it on the screen. So I have about 12 of these, and I've up potted some of them into these larger pots already. So these will go out in the garden in probably about, we're gonna be out of town for 2 weeks. So I'm hoping that one of my friends will babysit these for me so that I don't have to leave them outside. But if we get a break in the heat, we'll see, I might do it. So, cause someone's coming to water my garden so they could water these. And my cat's meowing, let me show you. She really wants a treat. She just had one. She just had a treat. Look at her. She's like, give me a treat. You just had a treat. You just had a treat like 1 second ago. Remember that? No? So I've got those going on. I'm excited about that. And I've also got these tiny Tom tomatoes. They're supposed to only get about 6 inches. And I'm excited about these because I'm gonna put them all in pots. So even if we do get an early frost, which I kind of doubt, but maybe I shouldn't say that. Anyways, even if we do get an early frost, I can put these inside or get like a small greenhouse and put them in there because they're only gonna get like probably this big is what it says. So we'll see. You never really know until you grow it. So let me show you my other seedlings and my janky seed setup. So here's the seedlings that I just started, that you just saw me start. Some more of the tomatoes, and then we've got red cabbage, Brunswick cabbage, which is a green cabbage, more green cabbage, and also onion bulbs, which I will probably just be using for green onions, Swiss chard, purple of Sicily, which is a cauliflower. Here's the remaining tomatoes. These are the ones I've already replanted, the tiny Tom tomatoes, some bok choy, and then these are a type of hot pepper. And then I also had some yellow squash, and I already planted that out in the garden, and I can go show you that right now. So that's it. That's my seed setup. I got these lights for free, and they're broken arrow gardens. And then I don't think I've ever shown this. Maybe I have. These are my other actual working arrow gardens, and I'm gonna put some of my tomatoes up here. Oops, I turned off the light. So they can get some light. But I love my arrow gardens. I think they're great. This is basil, and it's like, it thrives. I have made pesto off of that basil so many times. I also use this to be able to grow lettuce indoors when it's very hot outside. And then my kale, I all just chopped it off and it's starting to grow back. And these are my wild tomatoes, which pretty soon I'm gonna prune all the way back basically to the nubs and let them regrow. I've already done that once and they made a whole new crop of tomatoes, which was awesome. So there's also one cucumber plant in here. So I don't know, but it makes these cute little yellow cherry tomatoes. They're really good, but it starts to die back once the tomatoes produce. So I just cut it like all the way back to like the stalk basically, and hopefully it will come back for a third time. All right, so we're back out in the garden and I'm gonna show you some of the seedlings that I started and how they're doing and yeah, how they're liking this heat. So let me just show you what's going on there. So right here we have one of the squash. I think this is the red curry squash. It seems to be doing okay. This is one of the ones I started outside, and I noticed they got kind of leggy, and I think it was because I had them under shade, but it was too hot for them to be out in the bright sun. So and then these are yellow squash that I started inside, and I only transplanted them a couple days ago and they've already grown like new leaves and stuff, so they seem to be doing really well as well. So I'm happy with those. I'm not sure if this one will do anything. And then over here we have another type of squash. This one is doing pretty good. I'm trying to get it to climb up the trellis. I need to pin it up there, but it keeps growing. It is starting to yellow a little bit because of the heat and the sun, but it is under the shade cloth for most of the day, so I think that helps a little bit. So yeah, I don't know what kind of winter squash it is, but it's some kind of winter squash. And then in this bed we have a couple of the green beans. They're actually purple whole beans, and they're doing really well. Taking a minute to take off, but they are still surviving, so hopefully they will trellis and produce a lot. Another quick change, I'm gonna talk about this in my garden tour, my next garden tour, but I went ahead and bought a few tomato plants and a few more pepper plants. They were like $1.50 each, and I can't say no. So I got just some bobcat tomatoes, some let me see, maybe I put the tag here. Yeah, these are the bobcat tomatoes, and I think I got 3 of those, and then another kind of just red tomatoes. And I really want to make tomato sauce this year, so I think I got 6 tomato plants, and then I got 2 pepper plants, a jalapeno, and a habanero. So this made me feel really good because this bed had tomatoes in it, and they were just not doing anything. Felt like I was wasting my time trying to baby them until fall. So I thought I would just start fresh and make sure I got a lot of tomatoes that I can hopefully can. So, and then the other thing that I started in those trays outside that did really well are sunflowers. So they seem to be doing really well. They do seem a little leggy, but that seems to happen with sunflowers, and then they'll end up bulking out. I mean, since they are so tall. These are actually the sunflowers that are made specifically for eating, so hopefully we'll get a lot of seeds out of these, and I'm very excited. It's also the heat of the day, so everything looks a little sad. My basil is finally doing something. It's looking really great. But I'll show you what kind of happened with a lot of the seeds that I started outside. They just got really stunted, and once I put them out, I'm just gonna pull this out because there's no need. It's not gonna make it. Yeah, they just didn't do well with how hot it was. I started some of the squash probably a little too early, and that one too. But you live and you learn, and I would rather waste a seed than a plant start that I spent more money on. I mean, one seed, a couple seeds is, a couple cents. And a plant start is, can be a couple dollars. So that's why I like to start from seed. And even though, sometimes things don't make it, you still, save some money. And I wanted to give a little update on my loofahs. It's starting to dry out. It's getting really brown in some areas, which is great. That's exactly what we want. So once this is fully dry, I'm going to make a video peeling it and just showing how it works. So I have one there, I have another one here that's still totally green, and there's one over here. but this one's also starting to dry out, so I'm excited about these. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. I was planning on doing a little more work in the garden, but it's over 100 degrees like every day, but it's over 100 degrees already, and I am just feeling a little tired from the heat, so even just being out there for a couple minutes. So I'm just gonna stay in and relax until I pick my son up. So yeah, I gotta take this moment to be in the quiet. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some ideas for fall and inspiration to plant some more flowers in your garden. And I'm gonna come back with a garden tour probably next week. If there's anything else that you all would like to see from me, please let me know, because I want to help out however I can, help new gardeners like myself. And yeah, so that's all I have for you all. I hope you have a great day and hope to see you in the next video.